A thin ring of radius r meters is placed in xy plane such that its center lies on origin. The half ring in region x less than 0 carries uniform linear charge density lambda coulomb per meter, and the remaining half ring in region x greater than 0 carries uniform linear charge density minus lambda coulomb per meter. Then the dipole moment of the ring in coulomb meter is. So they are asking the net dipole moment. To calculate the net dipole moment here, in this case, we consider a small elemental negative charge here on the right side. And on the diametrically opposite end to this charge, diametrically opposite end, we consider the same amount of positive charge dq. Between this negative charge minus dq and positive charge plus dq, there will be dipole formed. This dipole formed, you say dp. Now, similarly, we consider one small negative charge here and a small positive charge dq on the diametrically opposite side, then there will be one dipole formed here. So, like that, many dipoles will be formed between minus dq and plus dq when they are placed diametrically opposite. So, we have to take the dipole moment is a vector. Dipole moment is a vector. So, we have to calculate the vector sum of all these dipoles. We have to calculate the vector sum of all these dipoles. So, the net dipole moment will be the vector sum of all individual dipole moments. So, when you take the vector sum here, the vertical components, the vertical component of the vertical components of all individual dipole moments will cancel due to symmetry. So, suppose if you have one dipole moment formed between these two elements, say this is theta. So you can resolve this into two components, p cos theta and p sin theta. Similarly, if we consider one dipole between this elemental charge and this elemental charge at the same theta with the negative x-axis, you can resolve this into p cos theta and p sin theta. So this p sin theta will be cancelled with this p sin theta. That's why all p sin thetas, all vertical components of dipole moments will cancel. Only horizontal components will be there. That too leftward. Only p cos theta will be there. So effectively, each dipole moment, so each dipole will form a dipole moment of p cos theta only. P cos theta only. And the separation between negative charge and its positive charge is 2r. 2r. What is the 2r? The radius. R is the radius of the ring and 2r is the diameter of the ring. Remember that? Now we'll find this net dipole moment. Here we have positive charge. Here we have negative charge. I consider a small elemental charge minus dq here and small elemental charge plus dq here. Now this dq, so this element will have certain length here. This element will have certain length. Say the length of this element subtends an angle d theta at the center, d theta. So this I will show with a different color. Say this angle subtended is d theta. Say the length of each small element is dl, so dl will be equal to r d theta. And the charge on each element is dq equal to lambda into dl, so that equal to lambda into r d theta. This is the charge on each element. Now, what is the small amount of dipole? What is the small? What is the magnitude of the dipole formed between these two charges? The small dipole dp is equal to product of magnitude of one of the charges into separation between them. So the small dipole moment formed between these two is lambda r d theta into 2r. So this dp will be equal to, so 2 lambda r square d theta. Say this small element is considered at an angle theta. This also will be theta. This dipole moment direction will be from negative charge to positive charge. It will be from negative charge to positive charge like this. This is the direction of this dipole moment. You can resolve this into two components, p cos theta, p sin theta. Already I told you p sin theta will be cancelled. So the net dipole moment or the effective dipole moment produced by each element will be dp effective will be dp cos theta, dp cos theta. Only horizontal component will be there, leftward. So to get the total dipole moment, we have to integrate this. So integral dp cos theta, theta is the variable. So to cover all the elemental charges, theta should vary from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So it should vary from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So the total dipole moment of this system will be dp value. What is the dp value? 2 lambda r square d theta into cos theta. So 2 lambda r square is constant here. So the total dipole moment will be 2 lambda r square integral cos theta into d theta, limits minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So what is the integral of cos theta? It is plus sin theta. So 2 lambda r square. So plus sin theta, integral of cos theta is sin theta, and limits are minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So it is equal to 2 lambda r square sin pi by 2, sin 90, minus of minus sin 90, minus sin of, so you'll get here sin 90 minus sin of minus 90. Sin of minus 90 is minus sin 90, minus minus plus you will get. So you will have 2 lambda r square into 2 you will get here. So 4 lambda r square is the magnitude of dipole moment, net dipole moment. This will be leftward. The net dipole moment will be leftward. So if you want to express this in the vector form, you can write p is equal to minus 4 lambda r square j cap, j cap, sorry, I cap. So why minus I cap? Because it is along negative x axis. Minus 4 lambda r square I cap.